On behalf of the Captain's Council and this worthy assembly, welcome, Zephyrites. I'm sorry Lion's Arch is still a work in progress, but key services have been restored and the Lion Guard are patrolling...
No need to apologize, Captain. We came to offer our support and to assure you our trade agreement remains intact. To start, we're donating a shipment of much-needed supplies, which we have staged here on the docks. We're also organizing a series of attractions, with a portion of the proceeds going to the Lion's Arch Relief Fund.
That's very kind, sir, and much appreciated. We should withdraw to the council chambers to discuss details. But first, let me introduce you to some of the heroes who prevented the total destruction of our city. I present to you the team of Casimir Meade, Marjorie Delacroix, Bram Erson, Rox, and... Timey, I believe?
That's right! Timey and Scruffy. Pleased to meet you, Mr. Important Zephyrite. I would love a chance to inspect...
Smile and wave, Timey. Just smile and wave. Please?
Along with their leader, these brave people have been the city's staunchest and most effective volunteer defenders. They brought down Scarlet Briar once and for all, and they did so at considerable cost to themselves.
I am honored to meet you all. In the face of such barbarity, the cause of peace requires formidable defenders. I hope you all enjoy the diversions at Labyrinthine Cliffs. I understand there are also amusements in Divinity's Reach.
Aye. Queen Jenna has generously reopened the Crown Pavilion and is also donating the proceeds to Lion's Arch.
Splendid. We have arranged for transport between the cliffs and the human capital for whoever desires it.
Can we just go straight to Divinity's Reach? Scarlet pretty much ruined the Crown Pavilion for me last time.
By all means, experience the attractions in any order you choose. Heroes at a festival definitely help draw a crowd.
Hear, hear. The Council appreciates your participation and the positive impact it creates. Enjoy the festival.
Well, our mission is to enjoy ourselves and to be seen doing it. I say we go. How's the leg?
It's fine. And before you ask again, no, I don't want one of your good luck charms.
You know one of mine won't work. It has to be personal. I wish you let me help you pick one out. Otherwise, you're gonna get injured again. Once misfortune finds you, it doesn't just go away. You have to counter it.
Wolf's tail, is this what they mean by being mothered? I'm suddenly glad mine was never around.
Somebody's in a sour mood. But I know a cure for crankiness. Bashing things to benefit Lion's Arch.
I like the Zephyrites. And I like seeing your face healed.
I appreciate the concern, but please, enough with the fretting about my face.
It was a lot more than a cosmetic injury, and you know it. I thought you were dead. Never scare me like that again.
So, do I get to come along this time? Or are you going to sideline me in some camp again?
Nobody's sidelined you. With all the miasma and aether blades and whatnot, we were trying to get people out, not bring them in.
You should have known better. I followed Scarlet's progress for months. Did you really think I'd miss her big finish?
Be glad you did. Some of us were there and still didn't get to see it through.
That's because I wasn't there. Let that be a lesson to you. Never make a move without Timey and Scruffy.
Yeah, I'll think about that. Anyway, I'm off to the Divinity's Reach attractions. I'll see you around, kid.
Are you going to the festival? Bram said I could go.
Did he now? From what I've heard, you have a slight problem with the truth where Bram is concerned.
Jory, be nice. Of course you can go. Ms. Delacroix is naturally suspicious. Pay her no mind.
Oh, I won't. But Bram wants to go see Divinity's Reach, and I'd rather see Zephyrite stuff. Can I go with you?
Where are your actual legal guardians? Didn't Progeny Protective Services assign someone to you?
They know where I am, obviously. But let's just say I released myself on my own reconnaissance.
Oh, how are you?
I'm glad to see everyone's coming together in support of Lion's Arch. Scarlet nearly destroyed the whole city, so it'll take a global effort to bring it back. When will you get back to investigating? We do have a lot to follow up on, don't we? I figure as soon as we're done here and both Jory and Bram are fully healed, we'll be right back in the thick of things.
It's you.
It's a little public for me, but it's for a good cause. It's nice to be out and about with Kaz without us having to track down criminals and malcontents. What's next for Delacroix investigations? You mean besides following up on that roar we heard after Scarlet fell? Healing up, spending time with Kaz, and enjoying this festival. Don't worry, I'll be ready for action soon enough. There is an achievement for talking to Timey and hearing about the history. Let's see, I'm glad to be on the VIP guest list this time around. I may not have had a direct hand in killing Scarlet, but Scruffy and I did our share leading up to it. Still a fan of Scarlet's? Hardly. I admired her ingenuity in her work. It was impressive, but she was way too haphazard in her methodologies. I'm working on a research paper about her, though. Want to hear what I have so far? Ready when you are. First thing Scarlet did was combine Dredge and Flame Legions as the Molten Alliance. They leveled whole villages, took dozens of captives, and drove hundreds from their homes. Go on. Next, she had her Aetherblade pirates assassinate a member of the Captain's Council during Dragon Bash. The idea was to create a vacancy that she could fill with one of her minions. Then she hijacked the Queen's Jubilee and Divinity's Reach and turned the Watch Knights into her own mechanical shock troops. Also, she tried to kill the Queen, stripped a foppish nobleman down to his undies and threw him in a big cauldron. She converted a Nightmare Court arbor into an Aetherblade ship factory, and then she got the Crate to work with the Nightmare Court. This toxic alliance raised a huge plant tower in Kessex Hills to manufacture a debilitating hallucinogen. It made people's worst fears and memories seem to come to life. Very nasty stuff. She unleashed the giant marionette. I was there for that part. And rused a 3-headed jungle worm. That's when we realized she was looking for ley lines. Specifically the one under Lion's Arch. So she hit the arch with everything she had. The city was almost destroyed and had to be evacuated. But a brave band of heroes was there to stop her. They didn't include me, even though I helped figure out the ley line stuff. Her attack roused something. Everybody heard that awful noise after Scarlet fell. We just don't know what it made. Which brings us to the present day. Scarlet's gone, but whatever she set in motion is still a threat. But as soon as we find that threat, we'll put a stop to it, because this time, Scruffy now will be there. The end. Well, what do you think? It's still a work in progress, and I'd like to add more illustrations and schematics to Scarlet's greatest creations, but I think it's a good start. I'm wondering how you like being counted among the heroes Kill invited. Let's see, how are you feeling? Thank you for asking. My legs are good today, discomfort-wise, but I can't get complacent. My mobility is capricious, changing from 1 hour to the next. Luckily, Scruffy is always standing by. Let's see.
Salutations.
Hello, Lady Barbara. I've been busy documenting Scarlet's war for the German Pyre. Care to hear some history? I mean, there's no need. We kind of lived it. Let's see. This could be fun. I mean, the part after we're done here. We beat Scarlet, but do we have to stand around on display like trophies in a hunter's lodge? How's the leg? Did Rox tell you to say that? Never mind, my leg is fine. Scarlet broke my bones, but I'm still on my feet, and I'm getting stronger every day. Glad to be here with all my teammates. We deserve to bask a bit in the crowd's appreciation after our victory over Scarlet. Plus, they say us being here is good for Lion's Arch. Why are you here today? We're for the festival to support Lion's Arch, but after that, it's back to work. Scarlet may be dead, but she left a lot of questions in her wake. We're gonna answer them.
Carry on.
Any word from Ritlock? Nothing conclusive. He's been pretty terse and distant. Well, more terse and distant than usual. I'm hoping for the best and preparing for the worst. And then there's another achievement. If you talk to this guy. The city has seen great tragedy, but the bravery you and your compatriots showed has set it on a path of healing. It will not be the same as it was, but it will bear its scars proudly. Look forward to seeing it fully rebuilt. I think that's everybody. So for investigative study, the last 2 pages are going to be here. There's the crinkled letter. Teacher, I send good tidings from the labyrinthine cliffs. The weather is balmy with a light rain. The other aspect masters and I are working to make certain there will be nothing but clear skies ahead for our journey west. I hope repair efforts in Lion's Arch fare just as well. They've been through much. If only they knew there was a greater cause to hope. Lynn's legacy is with us, a shining beacon to herald a new age. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but it's hard not to be excited. I wish you well in your charitable efforts. Festivities in the bazaar are nearly ready for visitors. Here's to one last hurrah before we embark. Alas, and so we go. Master of Lightning. Then back here on the crate. Dancing with Death by Snargle Goldclaw, Chapter 144. They can't do this, Abaddon's voice cracked. You don't deserve to be. They find my methods too harsh, my dear, even now. He approaches to replace me. But if they knew half the things I knew, the secrets of this world, they would never. Doom reached out and gently clasped his lover's pentacled face. God. All things come to an end, my sweet calamari, he said, wiping away the tears one by one. Others may not understand the value of that, but we do. The lights dimmed in the Cathedral of Eternal Radiance as Death's disco ball descended from above. It sent eerie light bouncing off the walls, reflected in turn in Abaddon's many eyes. Come, let us write the conclusion to our legend, Doom said, extending his hand to his partner. Let us have our last dance. The two gods slowly circled the cathedral hall, hands on hips, drawing out this last stolen moment together. It had been love at first sight, Abaddon knew, and no matter what Doom believed, that love would never die. If anyone else ever tries to dance with me, Abaddon swore, I'll obliterate them. Goodness. Oh, I'm stuck.